Hello, Pastor Doug, back again with another Bible brief. Today I want to take a look at Amos chapter 4, verse 1, which is my favorite verse when dealing with social justice folks. And the verse reads, "Hear this word, you cows of Bashan, who are on the mount of Samaria, who oppress the poor, who crush the needy, who say to your husbands, 'Bring me now that we may drink.'" I love this verse because if you notice in the very middle here, you have who oppress the poor and crush the needy. That is a common biblical theme in the Old Testament, that oppressing the poor, the widow, the orphan, the stranger is a wicked thing. God hates that. To oppress the poor brings God's wrath. He will actually seek your death. It is an intense thing. However, the social justice folks do not understand oppression. They think oppression is not giving people stuff that they believe they're entitled to because they have victim status. You check off certain boxes of race or skin color or gender or sexual preferences. That's crazy. Um, and therefore, if you're in a victim box, you're entitled to stuff from society. That's not oppression. Social justice is actually quite evil because it seeks to have unequal weights and measures. The Bible's very clear. We are to judge everyone by equal weights and measure. But what's going on here? These women, these cows of Bashan, they are oppressing the poor. They're overtly going against the poor. They're stealing from them. They are giving false accusations against them. They are benefiting from their weak status in an immoral and illegal way. That's what oppression is. And you notice it's active, who oppress the poor, who crush the needy. It's something that's actively being done that's unjust. And that is wrong. God hates that when there's injustice, especially against the weakest of society. However, I love this verse because of what surrounds it. Because you have what seems to be a social justice verse. It's not social justice, but it has a clear focus on justice. But he's going after what? Horrible women. Not all women, of course, but bad women. And these women are being called out as the cows of Bashan. And you notice part of their oppression is they're oppressing their husbands. They say to their husbands, literally, it's interesting in Hebrew, their Lord husbands, their husbands who are the head of the household, "Bring me now that we may drink," showing how brazen and arrogant they are. And that's actually part of social justice. That's wrong. To think that you can dominate those who God has called to be above you is immoral. And so this is a wonderful verse when you deal with a social justice activist who claims the Bible. You can say, yep, I agree. We should not oppress the poor, but oppression of the poor is something that's active when you're misusing the law. However, if you're in rebellion against authority, you're doing that what is evil also. Because one of the common things of the left is when they're in the minority, they cry victim, and when they get in the majority, they cry bigot. And both are unjust. So, Amos 4, chapter 4, verse 1. It's a wonderful verse to ponder. Well, I hope that helps. As always, Christ's grace and peace to you all. Amen.